Hey YouTube, Omar here with my Super Bowl 44 preview for the game tonight against the New Orleans Saints and the Indianapolis Colts beginning at 6:20. This is the Saints' first appearance in a Super Bowl, and definitely not the Colts' first appearance in a Super Bowl. Anyway, we start with the edges. Quarterbacks, we probably two of the best, if not the best quarterbacks in the NFL, Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. My edge slightly goes to Peyton Manning, because he's been in a Super Bowl before and he'll know the situation, as if Drew Brees will probably have to get some butterflies out of his stomach in the first quarter, which leads me to believe that the Colts could take a lead in the first quarter. Second, the running backs, the Saints' edge. They have Reggie Bush, very explosive running back. They have Pierre Thomas, who's came on the scene just this year, and they should be able to match or do better than what Joseph Adai brings to the table. As for wide receivers, exactly even. Pierre Garçon and Reggie Wayne probably being the top two receivers on Indianapolis. Marquise Colston's number one on the Saints, and they have a couple guys who you could say are number two, but the Saints have a lot of talent. Colts have a lot of talent, so that's pretty much even to me. In the trenches, Colts, even though their star Dwight Freeney is shaken up and will play, but is not going to be 100%, they still have the edge. People say games are won and lost in the trenches. I don't think that's going to happen today, really. I don't think it's going to matter. I think it's going to come down to the quarterbacks mostly and who can make the plays at the end. Special teams, defensive secondaries and special teams, I'd give it to the Saints. They have two key players in these special teams. Reggie Bush, obviously. He had that huge punt return against the Cardinals earlier in the playoffs, and he can do it again. That was in the divisional round. And on defense for the Saints, they have one of the better, if not the best, right now, healthy secondary player. And Darren Sharper, he makes a lot of interceptions. I'm a Giants fan. I remember a couple of years ago when he was still on the Vikings, had 4 interceptions in a game. Wouldn't be surprised to see him make a play late in today's game, as he is pretty clutch. So down to the score, I think this is going to be a shootout. I think everybody thinks it's going to be a shootout. These teams are mostly offense based. You know, they come out there, they beat you with their quarterback, they beat you with their wide receivers, and they put you away with their defense. Tonight, there's going to be no putting away this game. It's going to come down to the end, as Super Bowls in the past 2 years have, with the game-winning drive. But I don't think it's really going to be a game-winning drive this time. As I said, I expect the Colts to get ahead early, as the Saints kind of get used to the Super Bowl. But by half, it should be pretty close. I say this game never gets within out of 7 or 10 points difference. And probably at the end of the game, I have the two defensive keys on both sides. The Colts, Dwight Freeney, and the Saints, Darren Sharper. Dwight Freeney's shaken up. That's the problem for the Colts big time. They're not going to get as much pressure as they usually do, and they have to get pressure on Drew Brees if they want to win, or else Drew Brees is just going to throw on them all night long. So, and then I see late in the game Darren Sharper making a play, maybe an interception on Peyton Manning, and putting this game away. My final prediction, Saints 35, Colts 31. Thanks for watching.